I really think that one of the reasons that I'm the only person who's super vocal about actual insomnia is because I'm the only person on earth with actual insomnia who hasn't been gaslit into taking a bunch of drugs that are super addictive and don't work. Because if I had been, then I'd be addicted to these drugs that wouldn't work. And then when I said that I couldn't sleep and that I tried everything, doctors would be like, "Oh, well, the drugs, interactions, the magnesium stearate, and the binders and fillers." And no, like I've never gotten addicted to those drugs. I've never used them. I mean, I've never been prescribed sleeping drugs because I knew they wouldn't work. Because the studies all show that they prevent your brain from going into REM sleep. So I never used them. Um, I have tried them like off lately. I've tried gabapentin. Like I got rid of it though because this is a crazy story. I'll just share some crazy stories because what the hell else is this for? So a friend of mine found gabapentin in a dumpster and then gave it to me because he wanted me to hold on to it because he thought that he was just like I don't know, he wanted to sell it to a drug dealer at one point, and then I was like the drug dealer didn't want it because the drug dealer, and this wasn't someone. Oh my god. So anyway, I end up with this gabapentin, and I'm like, I'm not even friends with this guy anymore because yeah, the guy who was trying to sell drugs to the drug dealer didn't make good life decisions, and I don't talk to him anymore. Who would have seen that coming? Um. So anyway, I had this gabapentin, and then I was having sleep issues, and I was living in Providence. So then I had because I had sleep issues for a long time. So like this is just occasional sleep issues. So I take some of the gabapentin. It worked, but it made me stupid. I only took it like a dozen times. Made me fucking stupid. I'd wake up the next morning and maybe be like, my brain doesn't work. Take like 8 hours before my brain turned on. So I just got rid of it. I was just like, it's addictive and it makes me stupid. Yeah, I'll just deal with the occasional sleeplessness and I'll keep doing my research. And I did I've taken Xanax once. I got a 1 milligram Xanax pill that I took in college, my freshman year. Um, I took that to come down from an LSD trip. I don't know. This is I guess the doors is really for religious significance. I guess that's really what the doors is for. So this is not going to be a short. This is going to be a longer video, but that's fine. Then I got to get ready and go pick up my Vyvanse prescription at CVS because I've been seeing if it's easier to rehab my sleep on Vyvanse than it is on Adderall, but I don't think it makes a lick of difference. I think I just have to consume enough green tea to kill a horse. Not kill a horse. It would take a lot of green tea to kill a horse. I'm being hyperbolic because I haven't slept well in over a week because I stopped drinking enough green tea to kill a horse. Again, I'm joking. A gallon of green tea a day. That's how much it takes for me to keep sleeping. And I believe that's because of detox for reasons I'm going to get into on these essays I'm gonna write. I'm putting them up on weektowarrior.com. I'm gonna make essay writing cool again. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make essay writing cool again the way it was in the time of the founding fathers, because we got to get more people out there writing essays. But basically, though, I want to make this video actually on the topic that I started the video on because I think it's an important topic. So, but I think about this though, back with the LSD trip. Like, oh, I took Xanax to come down from an LSD trip. Not to come down, but like to sleep afterwards. So like, I took LSD at like 11 in the morning, and then at like 12 at night, my brain was still awake because this was after. This is the LSD trip I met Jesus on. Where he told, I got a thing on that, but this is that LSD trip. Yeah, Jesus showed up, not Buddha or anyone else. But anyway, so this was after insomnia wrecked me my freshman year, but before I fully recovered my sophomore year with the carnivore diet. So I was all fucked up in different kinds of ways and took the Xanax, knocked me out, woke up the next morning, Felt pretty great. Um, Never taken Xanax since or before. Just the gabapentin, and that made me stupid. So I stopped taking that very quickly. I threw it in a dumpster. I was like, threw it in a dumpster. And I did look up what it actually was because the capsules, but that's dumpster gabapentin. Like it's the adventure of your life. Sometimes sometimes you do stuff. But I'm very scientific and rigorous and disciplined about all this stuff, which is why I'm still alive and not addicted to drugs and doing great. So, um, but that's the thing. That's kind of the whole point. That's what it comes down to. So, I've coached a lot of people with insomnia, and the thing is, I've talked to lots of people with insomnia, and they're basically all addicted to drugs, and they've basically all been prescribed those drugs by doctors. And the doctors who prescribed them the drugs that they're addicted to that didn't solve the problem for which they were prescribed the drugs are used as a reason why the patient does not understand his condition. If they go, well, obviously you don't understand this condition. You're dependent on these drugs. And I'm the master of these drugs that don't work, which is why, yeah, it's just gaslighting. So, and then because the drugs make you stupid, these people haven't tried carnivore and they rationalize going back to the drugs, which is why I made this entire YouTube channel to show them honestly just how fucking stupid they are for doing that. Yeah, I'm kind of past the point of calling my customers stupid. If you're taking the drugs that don't work again and again and you refuse to try the carnivore diet for 6 months straight off the drugs and you won't do whatever it takes to get to that point, which probably involves a lot of fasting and green tea, you might have to ferment the green tea with your own spit, then you're a fucking moron and you're not going to get better. Watch my damn channel. That's why I made the whole thing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just here to help people, and I've realized that I don't make the rules, but that's what motivates people because they need to know that they're fucking idiots because then they won't be motivated to actually improve. But I do think I'm the only person who's really vocal about insomnia for these reasons because of that, because I think that basically anyone else, or they've already died from fatal insomnia, or the drugs influence them to unalive themselves, or any number of other things. But it's really interesting. So, that seems like a good ending point.